Eric Russell had been a milkman for a long time, driving his small van along the same route every day. This story took place in Canada, and he never let the weather deter him. Whether it was rain, blizzard, or summer heat, Eric would always set out on his route. This particular day was marked by an unbelievable blizzard. Such weather was not uncommon for the region, but the cold was brutal, the wind slicing through even the warmest clothing. Eric Russell loaded his van with milk and set off for one of the more distant villages. As he drove along his familiar route, far from home, a dark patch on the snowy field caught his eye. It hadn't been there before. Curiosity sparked within him. Hardly anyone used this road, and the area was desolate. It was unlikely anyone would have dumped trash in the field. A bird? It seemed unlikely, the patch was too big. Unable to resist, Eric decided to investigate this mysterious spot. He stopped his vehicle and walked towards the snow-covered field. His intuition was right. This was indeed something unusual for the region. 3 tiny black kittens were huddled on the snow. They were freezing, shivering, and pressed together with their tiny bodies, desperately trying to stay warm. How had these little ones ended up here? The closest houses were far away. There was only one explanation: cruel people had deliberately brought them here and left them to die. Eric's heart ached. He couldn't leave these helpless creatures to their fate. He carried them into his van and turned the heater to full blast. He couldn't continue his route. The kittens looked truly awful. He called his wife, asking her to prepare warm drinks, food, and heat their house. Then, Eric turned the van around and drove back home. He reached home, handed the kittens to his wife, and went back to work. Eric's wife warmed up the frozen kittens, fed them delicious food, and called the animal shelter. That's how the kittens ended up in the hands of professionals. The family couldn't take them in, they already had several cats and dogs. The shelter treated the kittens and gave them names. The boys were named Snow and Wind, and the girl was named Blizzard. She had nearly perished, her rescue a miracle. Now, the kittens were looking for loving homes.